Change is allegedly coming to RHONJ. If Melissa Gorga has anything to say about it, her nemesis/sister-in-law won't be back. Keep reading to find out the latest in the ongoing family feud. Teresa Giudice and her sister-in-law, Melissa Gorga, have buried the hatchet several times over the years, but obviously never deep enough. The two always end up reverting back to the war of words. The feud has been part of the Real Housewives of New Jersey since Melissa Gorga joined the show in season 3. But in real life, the feud seemingly goes all the way back to 2004, when Teresa Giudice's brother Joe and Melissa got married. Teresa has claimed for years that her sister-in-law joined the show behind her back. She further blames Melissa for driving her apart from her brother Joe. Teresa's sister-in-law has long denied the allegations. It seems the two vowed to start anew every season, but always end up having a falling out of some sort. Things got really heated between the two when Teresa brought allegations onto the show that Melissa cheated on Joe during their marriage. Another claim Melissa denies. Joe Gorga always takes his wife's side, which only further enrages Teresa. Teresa and Melissa's feud doesn't just stay between them. It often involves their RHONJ co-stars. The feud played a huge part in fracturing the cast in season 14 to the point that Melissa and Teresa refused to film together. As a result, Bravo canceled the reunion and instead aired an alternate version that separated the two rivals. With the cast at odds, the future of RHONJ remains in question. Andy Cohen strongly hinted that Bravo is considering cleaning house and starting over with a whole new cast like RHONY did after season 13. Teresa Giudice posted several cryptic quotes on social media that sparked rumors of her exit. Nothing has been decided for sure yet, but Melissa Gorga has thoughts on how the Bravo show should proceed. She was a guest on the Two T's in a podcast recently. The podcast is hosted by RHONJ star Tamra Judge and RHOBH alum Teddy Mellencamp. She hinted to the hosts that she would only return to RHONJ if Teresa didn't. But would Bravo really choose Melissa over Teresa? What do you think, Bravoholics? Sound off in the comments. Jennifer Havener grew up in a small town in upstate New York. She earned her BA in Writing and Literature from Rhobh University in Boulder, Colorado. She always knew watching reality TV shows and soap operas, particularly Days of Our Lives, would come in handy someday. When she's not writing, she's playing with her dogs. Lola and Rhobh. Melissa Gorga won't return to RHONJ unless Teresa Giudice is fired. Exploring the latest drama in New Jersey when it comes to the Real Housewives of New Jersey, RHONJ, family feuds, drama, and tension have always been at the forefront. But the ongoing battle between two family members, Melissa Gorga and her sister-in-law Teresa Giudice, has reached new heights in recent seasons. Now, rumors are swirling that Melissa may not return to RHONJ unless Teresa is fired. Could this be the final chapter in their tumultuous relationship, or just another plot twist in the saga of New Jersey's most famous housewives? In this in-depth look at the drama, we'll explore the roots of the Gorga-Giudice feud, the current state of their relationship, and whether Melissa's alleged ultimatum could actually lead to Teresa's departure from the show. Is this the end of an era for RHONJ or merely the beginning of another dramatic season? The Gorga-Giudice feud. A history. Before diving into the current rumors, it's important to understand how we got here. Melissa Gorga and Teresa Giudice's contentious relationship has been a central storyline on RHONJ since Melissa joined the cast in season 3. From the start, their family dynamic was fraught with tension. Teresa, the reigning queen bee of the show, wasn't exactly thrilled to share the spotlight with her brother Joe Gorga's wife, Melissa. The early seasons were filled with explosive fights, backstabbing, and endless accusations. Teresa accused Melissa of being a gold digger and trying to tear their family apart, while Melissa and Joe often felt that Teresa was unwilling to accept them and was constantly undermining their marriage. Over the years, the two women have had brief moments of reconciliation, but the peace never lasted long. One of the most notorious moments in RHONJ history came in season 4, when Teresa was accused of setting up Melissa at the now infamous Posh fashion show, hinting that Melissa had once worked as a stripper. This incident caused a major rift between the Gorgas and Giudices, one that has never fully healed. Recent tensions. Luis Ruiz and Teresa's wedding. Fast forward to recent seasons, and the drama between Melissa and Teresa has only intensified. Much of the latest tension revolves around Teresa's new husband, Luis Ruiz. Since Teresa's relationship with Luis became public, it has caused further strain on her relationship with Melissa. The couple's wedding, which aired as a special on Bravo, brought more drama to the surface. Notably, Joe and Melissa did not attend Teresa and Luis' wedding. Their absence sparked massive speculation, with rumors swirling that it was due to a major fallout during the filming of season 13. According to multiple sources, the tipping point was a fight that occurred during the final moments of the season, with accusations flying and emotions running high. Teresa has made it clear in interviews that she feels betrayed by Melissa and Joe's decision not to attend her wedding. On the other hand, Melissa has hinted that there were behind-the-scenes issues that made attending the event impossible. Regardless of the specifics, it's clear that the relationship between the two families is worse than ever. Melissa's ultimatum. Will she really refuse to return? With tensions at an all-time high, the latest rumor to emerge is that Melissa Gorga has given Bravo an ultimatum. Either Teresa goes or she won't return to RHONJ. But is there any truth to this? While neither Melissa nor Bravo has confirmed these reports, the idea of a cast member issuing such an ultimatum is not unheard of in the Housewives franchise. Over the years, other housewives have reportedly made similar demands, often in an attempt to gain leverage in negotiations or ensure a more favorable filming environment. Melissa's potential demand that Teresa be fired is a bold move, especially considering Teresa's long-standing position as the face of RHONJ. Teresa has been a central figure on the show since its inception and has been involved in some of the most iconic moments in franchise history. However, that doesn't mean she's invincible. Bravo has shown in the past that they are willing to make drastic changes to cast lineups, even if it means losing a major star. So would Bravo really fire Teresa to keep Melissa? Teresa's importance to RHONJ of the main reasons why the idea of Teresa leaving RHONJ seems unlikely is her undeniable importance to the show. Teresa's personal life has been a key storyline for over a decade, from her legal troubles and prison sentence to her family struggles and new relationship with Luis. Fans of RHONJ have followed Teresa's journey through thick and thin, and she has become one of the most recognizable faces of the entire Housewives franchise. In fact, some fans argue that Teresa is RHONJ. Her presence has defined the show's tone, and without her, the dynamic would change significantly. This is not to say that Melissa isn't a valuable part of the cast. She certainly has her own fanbase, but Teresa's departure would be a seismic shift for the series. It's also worth noting that Teresa has a strong relationship with Andy Cohen, the executive producer of the Housewives franchise. Cohen has been open about his admiration for Teresa and her impact on the show. It's hard to imagine him or Bravo making a decision to part ways with her, especially given her continued popularity among viewers. Can RHONJ survive without Melissa? On the flip side, could RHONJ survive without Melissa? While Teresa may be the show's biggest star, Melissa has undoubtedly brought her own drama and storylines to the table. Over the years, viewers have watched her navigate her marriage to Joe, raise their 3 children, and build her business. She has been a consistent presence on the show for over a decade, and her departure would leave a noticeable gap. However, RHONJ has survived cast changes before. Over the years, the show has gone through multiple cast shakeups, with fan favorites like Caroline Manzo, Jacqueline Laurita, and Danielle Staub leaving the show. If Melissa were to leave, it's possible that Bravo would bring in new cast members to fill the void and keep the drama going. What happens next? At this point, it's unclear what the future holds for Melissa Gorga and Teresa Giudice on RHONJ. While rumors of Melissa's ultimatum continue to circulate, it's important to take them with a grain of salt. The Housewives franchise thrives on drama and speculation, and cast negotiations are often more complex than they appear. One thing is certain: the relationship between Melissa and Teresa is more strained than ever. Whether they both remain on the show or not, their ongoing feud will likely continue to play out in the public eye. Fans can expect more drama, More accusations and more shocking moments as the story of the Gorgas and Judases continues to unfold.